A month has passed since that night. I held Olivia, she held me. Things were okay, just for a while. After everything she'd been through, Olivia needed something to help lift her burgeoning weight from her shoulders. Thankfully, the next day marked the beginning of winter break. We all ended up spending most of it together. Most of the time, it was just hanging out at each other's houses, watching shows and playing games. She even taught me how to get guts to perform tricks. It was simplistic, but those intimate moments with her were the memories I'll cherish for as long as I live. You're talking like she's about to die, which again is again, there's so much wrong with the demo. Olivia has this weird, punky introduction. There's this constant implication that she's going to die, but then it's Yadakan. Like, the actual expectations for this are so disjointed from what I got from everything I saw beforehand. It's just weird. Hold on, I need to look at this. This needs a minute because I need to make sure that the sound is actually purged, because last time...
Endearing, you best friend. So you're a bestie, aren't you? I love you, friend. Pookie.
Oh my god, it's exactly what I thought it was. Pookie! Pookie! I even got to spend Christmas and New Year's with her and the Payne family. It was the closest thing to having a real family I've experienced in years. In those 2 weeks, I've never felt more connected to Olivia. Time marches on, though, and the future draws closer day by day. The first semester ended last week and this week, along with the new syllabuses for this semester. We also are given our college prep packets, along with a number of different application forms. There are so many my cramped backpack can't even fit them. Looking through the varying sheets, I feel confident in most of my choices, most of which are within the city. And I hope... Oh, here's my stop. Holding the two overfilled folders to my chest, I make my exit and head to the usual destination. Minding the numerous papers under my arms. Yeah, we get the song, of course. I gently push open the door to the Payne residence. It's open. I know, Randy, thanks. Just give him a key already. Oh, it's green outside now. The head of the house and Vinny are at the dining room table, working on his homework together. Hey, Inky, Livy's in a room. Vinny, stay focused. I'm doing homework. Thanks, Vinny. I ruffle the little dino's hair as I pass. Yeah, see, with him, the hair looks fine, and with Damien, it looks fine too. But with like Ben and Sophia, the hair just doesn't quite work. I guess the colored outline helps a lot. Pushing through my girlfriend's bedroom door, I come to see her. Oh, look at me. It's perfectly fine for you to ignore me when your eye frames and your one-shots bullshit over that turtling sword. Raging once again at one of her laptop games. If it makes you angry, why don't you switch to another game? No, I'm almost enjoying my anger. Holy shit, I just noticed something about myself. I used to have these weird discolored skin patches on my sides, and they're gone. I haven't thought about those in years. They weren't irritated or anything, I just had these weird patches. They're gone now. Weird. She snorts and starts the game off, twisting around so I can hug her on the bed. Hey, Inco. Hey. Olivia sweeps her laptop aside to give me room. I allow my backpack to drop to the floor and set one of the oversized folders on Olivia's lap. She groans and flops backwards. Come on, Inco, it's Friday. It's Thursday, actually. That isn't coursework, though. Olivia sits back up and checks the folder. The order. Oh, these. Leaning over, I pull her actual classwork from my backpack and set the sheets on her lap. Yeah, it's really starting to pile up. It's a bit of work getting your teachers to pass this stuff on along to me. Probably a week work of stuff in here this time. Groovy. Do we really need to? Yes? Come on, I know most of this stuff, so it'll be a kinch. I get the first assignment out and use the binder as a clipboard, ready to start. The first assignment was just busy work with cross puzzles involving state capitals. While Olivia lazily drags a mechanical pencil across the page, filling it out, I bring it up. I miss you. At school. It's not the same without you around. Why can't I find a guy like this? My fucking god, that's a good meme. Oh, that's so clever, Como. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's so clever. Oh. Why must you torment me, Como? It's not the same without you around. School has been back in session for nearly a month now. At first, Olivia was eager to return. Then she just skipped a day. And then 2 days in a week, and the entire last week she's just been absent. Ever since that night, she's just lost more and more motivation to graduate. It's the least I can do is to try and stop it. I'm willing to help her here. Damien and Liz miss you too. Sorry, I'll probably go. Tomorrow. Probably? Olivia, I'm worried about you. You're right at the finish line. It scares me to see you get senioritis like this. It's not senioritis. No, it sort of is. She does this little hand gesture and sighs. I just don't see the point. Nothing I'm going to do benefits from a high school diploma. Right? I don't think that's true. You can't be too sure of anything. Olivia blows air out of her nose. I place a hand on her shoulder. Please, Olivia, just do this for me. She stares back, a twinge of fear in her eyes. All right, just for you, I'll consider it. Thanks. We keep working away at the pile of assignments. A few papers in, Olivia thinks to boot up her laptop and play some ambient metal for us. She occasionally asks my opinion on a song, self-conscious if I like it or not. At a point, Mr. Payne lets us know that he's heading out for some errands. It's kind of nice getting to teach Olivia what she missed in our classes and keep her. It's the opposite of Fang. Do you get it? It's the opposite of Fang. Dare I say the schoolwork is even relaxing. Less of the busy work, and most of it we're together. About halfway in and an hour later, there's a loud knock at the door. Doesn't sound like anyone hears. Doesn't sound like anyone hears knock. You can tell? Yeah. Could be a package delivery. I'll go get it then. I give her shoulder a little rub while I get up. She tries nipping at my sleeve. Still pretty cold out, so I couldn't take too long to get it. If it's a package, maybe something that's not good to leave out. I open the door. Ben? 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 Hey, Inco. Instantly, my enthusiasm has been drained. What is it? He's starting to shiver in the freezing, huddling into himself. We can have this conversation at the door. Look, Inco, can I come in for a moment? No. What do you want? He sighs. Listen, I know things have not been going well since we have talked. We didn't leave on good terms. I mean because of Olivia. Why is she not coming to school? It's none of your business. She needs to keep her grades up. I feel my lips instinctively curl my expression to a grimace. Why do people use grimace like that? Like, pretty sure grimace is not like a specific. Oh, it's an ugly extricity. For some reason, for the longest time, someone told me that grimace is just making faces, like undescribed faces. But apparently, yeah, an ugly twisted expression, typically disgust, pain, or wry amusement. Wry amusement. Ooh, that's a good one. As dry, especially mocking humor. Nice. What? Fuck off, dude. No, this is serious. Why the hell do you think this is something you need to be involved with? I'm working on it. Are you serious? She's going to lose eligibility for graduation. She is going to flunk out. My fingers dig into the wood of the doorway. I'd figured, but she hadn't missed that many. Olivia's completed all the assignments, and how close? Dangerously close. Close enough that I got a memo. What do I do then? We need to convince her to come back. Some people keep letting her get away with it by handing her pity points. But there should be no excuse when the situation is this dire. What do you mean by some people? Inco, it is obvious that you are only encouraging her to fall further into the abyss. By enabling her to slack off, she is never going to improve. You have to know on some level. I know that you know that I'm right. So if you are going to do anything about it in a meaningful way, then I'll tell him. If you're not going to do anything about it in a meaningful way, I will tell him myself. Ben has the audacity to try and walk past me, but I shut him down with a firm hand to the chest. Man, he's getting violent. He's putting hands on chests. He's giving stern talking tos. The fighting game jargon is out of control. Notice, tree nut sampling in venue. This is why no one likes zoners. It's not spam, it's just sampling. Yeah, sure, venue. What the fuck? Why can't you get the idea, Ben? Olivia wants nothing to do with you. I'm trying to do what is best for her. Ben starts yelling at the top of his lungs. Olivia, please just hear me out. I'm here to help you. Ben, stop. Just let me talk to you. Stop. Just stay away from us before you make things even worse. Shouldn't Ben just contact the parents or something? Because I feel that Randy and the like should be involved at this stage, if it's that dire. If they say no, then you're kind of shit out of luck, Ben. But, like, why are you doing it like this? This is the weird way to go about it. Like, if you know she lives here, you know who lives here too, right? Like, Ben stands there. Standing here, he's standing here because he's standing here because he's standing here. Standing, breathe. Unable to form any more words. For a while, I can't either. You psycho. I happen to know that that particular use is probably worse on Ben, because I know some things about him. Outside of Olivia's door, I dread turning the doorknob. If I'm lucky, she just cranked up the music the whole time and thinks that was just the delivery. It's a nice fantasy. I know better than that, though. Music's already turned off. She turned it down when I opened the door. A sigh had opened up. No, she's a Cyclops again. She's huddled on the bed, holding her knees tight. All my work is crumpled up and torn, cast aside off her bed. Those are my assignments, Olivia. Damn it. I was close. Olivia. Sorry. I can't. I ignore the sound of paper being crushed beneath my foot. My arms slowly wrap around Olivia, drawing her close to my chest with a gentle hug. Though her wobbling gasps of air, she whispers a mantra of apologies. We were so close, I think. Biting back a frustrated growl, I instead focus entirely on comforting Olivia. We're managing, at least. We managed to get the paint off the windows. Today could have been the day, but Ben... With a clearing shaking of my head, I turn my attention to Olivia, who's finally quieted down. Olivia. Her arms hold her legs more tightly. It'll be fine, Olivia. Her arms ease. We'll figure things out. I promise we'll figure things out. The rest of the school year is a blur to me. Days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months. It didn't even hit me that I was graduating until the day finally came. Being handed my diploma, shaking Scalar's hand, felt almost surreal. It was the moment that I've been anticipating the entire year, and I finally achieved it. Although it didn't feel quite as fulfilling knowing that Olivia was sitting in the audience, rather than beside me. Regardless, I didn't have time to dwell in the past. I need to worry about our future, and that means supporting her. I didn't even bother to check where the acceptance letter had come from, only that it wasn't still here in Vol Caldera. It was simply a matter of going through the motions, filling a schedule, talking with the counselors, and choosing whatever programs. The content didn't matter, just need to get somewhere for the both of us. The late March rain splatters on my windshield. Pollen's gonna start being a problem soon. Man, I just can't wait to just relax. Today sucked. Between the yelling, almost being hit by a car, and all the running everywhere, I'm exhausted. I think of Olivia and, yeah, it's all worth it. I can't wait to get back home. Spring break finally rolled around. All my coursework is finished and submitted just in time. I even had the time to compose a cordial well wishes to all my professors. That leaves all my responsibilities ticked off my mental bucket list. The next 2 weeks are completely open for the two of us to enjoy. It's been a while since we were able to go out somewhere. Maybe I should plan something romantic. Maybe something to get some fresh air, some real fresh air, and take advantage of the weather before I end up congested. Like camping. That'd be a lot of fun. I entertain myself with these thoughts the rest of the way home. The lo-fi hip-hop station currently playing helped a lot too. Olivia's recently gotten into it and I wanted me to give it a listen. Gotta say pretty good. Finally, I arrive at my flat. Oh hey, we saw this one in Ending 2 too. It's a smaller, cozier place. Not that I can afford something more luxurious. It's just something that spoke to... It's not that I can't afford something more luxurious. It's just something that spoke to Olivia and I. I shift the car into park and pull the key from the ignition, sighing in relief. Dang, that's kind of cute looking. A bit sparse in a way, but it's homey in colors at least. A small staircase later, and I'm at the front door, unlocking it quickly and stepping inside. It's quiet as usual. Olivia's usually working around this time too. I quietly push her door open. Oh no, she's become a streamer! You know it's true. She sat quietly in front of a drawing tablet, carefully painting a dramatic landscape. The colors of the digital screen shine off her visage, tinting her gentle smile with all sorts of exotic colors. I caught her at a good time. She looks stunning. Seeing her hard at work, combined with the ambient lighting in the room, it's a painting all of its own. When she sees me, the corner of her mouth pick up, and I see a bit of that sparkle in her eyes. She waves at me and mouths out a silent message. I made club sandwiches. Yours is in the fridge. I return the thumbs up. I'll be out in a bit. Let me wrap up here. I gently close the door and try not to make a sound. Sorry about that, guys. Let me start wrapping up soon, so. Yeah, this is a cozy kitchen, man. A kitchen gets a decent amount of room, but at least it's it's tidy. Every now and again, I see some culinary doodad I'll pick up for Olivia. I open the fridge. A leftover pizza box, half-a-gallon mix, a stray can of soda, and some dwindling bags of fruit. I guess Olivia used the last of our actual food for lunch. I need to go shopping soon. And of course, the sandwich Olivia made, wrapped up, all fancy for me. There's an olive spike through the top with a toothpick. Looking good. I grab the soda and shut the door. Damn, there's a lot more to this ending. Ordinarily, I sit at the table, but the couch is more inviting to my sore back. He looks pretty slick. Olivia should be done with the stream soon. Maybe I should rent a movie or something. Before I take the first bite of the sandwich, the bedroom door creaks open. In the corner of my eye, I watch as my girlfriend tries to surreptitiously sneak towards me on hands and knees. She's like a miniature gator skin. She has miniature gator skin bags beneath her eyes, and I can clearly see the mischievous glimmer in her mirror-like irises. Pretending not to notice her, chewing delicious sandwich meat. Still I feel a sharp tug at my wrist. Her jaws wrapped around it, gently numbing on my limb. She lets go once I look at her, and I keep my hand out so she can take it. Once she does, it's just a matter of drawing her up onto the couch beside me. She sniffs the air and follows the smell to my club, which she also nips at. Hey, give me some. One bite. One human bite. She crunches off the other end, and I follow up with my next bite. It's good. Livy's cooking always so wonderful. She's definitely upset about something. Hey, something got you down? You seem low energy. Nah, don't worry about it. Just some heckler when I was wrapping up the stream. Don't worry about it. How was your day? Oh man, it was nuts. Barely had time to finish my last assignment to avoid homework. Looks like all the students were in a rush too. And there was some stupid bug with the submission website. Really exhausting day. Had some prick nearly rear-ended me with his pickup truck. But I did get my schedule cleared. This spring break is all ours. Nice. How was your day? I just streamed. All day? Nice. Have you reached 5,000 followers? Yeah, I did. That's nice. Hopefully her career really takes off soon. Truthfully, I worry for her a bit. Oh yeah, I was thinking we could arrange a day out sometime soon. Go on a little vacation during the break. Yeah? Doesn't that sound fun? Come on, we both need to get out more. I went out last week. Okay, I get your point. It sounds fun. Where do you want to go? A park, maybe? I still don't know what's around here. I think there's a few public parks around. It'd be like the time we saw the Bluffs. Oh, you know what? We haven't ever gone back to Volcodera. We live in Volcodera, you dork. I meant the city. We should check it out. Wait, didn't he say specifically that he wasn't in Volcodera? Oh, no, he said that only that it was still in Volcodera. Whoops, I mixed up. I meant the city. We should go check it out. I bet the Paynes would love to have us over. Olivia flinches. What do you say? A little trip down memory lane? Come on, it's only been a year. I think it'd be fun to feel the coastal breeze again. Not yet. Olivia fizzes. I don't want the Paynes to see me yet. Why not? When I left, I didn't leave on the best forms. I could tell they weren't sure if I'd ever make something of myself and make things work for me. Oh, she doesn't want to come back until she's a populous tweener. Heck, I could feel it before I left. But now it's been a whole year, and what do I have to show? I don't even have enough to cover my share of rent. Oh, Olivia. Man stays on top of us and curl my fingers. Would Randy and Sophia care? Well, come on, we both know they'd love to just see you again. The fidgeting eases, and the smile slowly creeps on her lips. I can definitely tell the difference in Inco's and Olivia's, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I'll shoot him a text later, okay? She stands up and nods happily. And after that, then, I don't know. How about camping? I could look at the local campsites. That does sound nice, yeah. All right. You up for a movie or something? She nods. Using the remote to browse for something decent. Oh, they had a bunch of old kaiju movies. Nice. We settle in for a night of cheesy rubber suit monster movies. At some point, her tail wrapped around my wrist and bodily dragged me to her. Far slowly, the sun fades down, leaving us only illuminated by the television screen. I'm sorry, Inco. For what? Well, her arm wrapped around my shoulders as closely as possible. For everything. With a derisive snort, I shake my head. You haven't done anything to be sorry for, Olivia. Exactly, I've done nothing. Even in the duskiness of the room, I can make out her hurt-filled eyes. I plant the most chaste of kisses on her nose, listening to a giggle from her. I wouldn't say that. You've done so much more than you know. For me, it goes unsaid. Olivia gets the message, and her head sinks into my chest. It's a bit difficult to pull my phone out, but with Olivia's tail in the way, but I'll manage. Mrs. P! Sophia, would you like to have lunch or something tomorrow? What are you doing? Sending that text. We have like half to go. We're gonna be good on time. Oh, absolutely, sweetie. Oh, this is the picture of like baby Damien, I think, with his baby brother. We haven't heard from you in so long. Why don't we get brunch? How would brunches with a peen sound, Liv? Okay. Been a while since I had Auntie's waffles after all. Brunch sounds good. Wonderful. Remember, brunch. I accept the automated schedule update on my phone and let it drop into the couch cushion. Time to return to our movie marathon. I always love seeing the old cinematography tricks and actions, and Olivia is enjoying the cheesy battles. Oh, we were both enjoying that part. Made even better after I ordered pizza. After some point, Olivia falls asleep against me. I find it hard to stay awake too, but... The morning sun greets us as we exit the flat together. Something with the volume? It really does feel like the sound should be louder than this. I take a moment to bask in its warmth, breathing deeply in the crisp spring air. Excuse you, Inco. Man, it's quick to rub my nose clear of any pollen. Sorry, Liv, where are we heading first? She ponders as she wheels herself to the car. She sways idly in her chair, really considering where we'd spend the morning. Finally, she speaks up when I hold the door open for her. Well, Auntie So said it'd be brunch. You got a couple of hours. She climbs to the passenger seat, so I carefully hold the wheelchair for her. It becomes second nature at this point to collapse her chair and store it safely in the back seat. I remember this picture. I remember seeing this when I was doing some early digging. Didn't think it'd be involved this ending this late. I really felt this was earlier. I kind of wanted to take a trip down memory lane. Memory lane. Got it. Got any directions? Now in the driver's seat, Olivia has her phone out and connected to the car's auto radio. The old financial district first, then. Oh, are they going to meet her there? Oh, that's why her picture still exists. Because they can... Yeah, I just figured they wouldn't go in this scene. Will or not, I shift the car into reverse and carefully back out of our parking space. We're on the road proper. Once we're on the road proper, Olivia sets the tone for the rest of our trip. The song is fast and upbeat, with just a hint of Pachinese. Glancing at her, I can tell she's checked out completely. Her eyes casting the glancing view through her window. She won't be for long, though, since getting back home is easy if you know which back roads to take. Oh, they wanted to add driving ambience. Lore Ivia. This song is her epic indie rock upbeat metal song she listens to on her playlist. I'm kind of vibing with this moment. As we pass through the congested section in downtown, she lowers the music and speaks up. Inco. I turn to see her face pressed to the window. What is it? That building. The rhino right over there. I look where she's pointing and see an older building that's vaguely familiar. I squint at it way too long and she supplies the answer. It's the old arcade. Her voice is low. Taking a closer look, I finally realize why I didn't recognize it. The paint looks fresh, but there's a new sign above it. Ah, must have been bought by someone. Yeah. Do you want to check it out? We got the whole day after all. With heavy traffic on the main road, Olivia has the time to consider deeply. Finally, she sighs and shakes her head. It's too early anyway. In fact, I think it's too early for Old Town, too. Doubt there'll be anything interesting open. Oh. Well, any other place you want to see then? Finally, the light ahead finally changes and we start down the street again, but Olivia's eyes never leave the old arcade building. Man, this really should have been a place you put like a quick edit or something. I don't know. Yeah, good question. Does Xanon ever learn to drive? Because Inco clearly does. It's when I can't even see it from the rear view window that Olivia decides. I'd like to see the bluffs, actually. Might be actually pretty nice this morning. In the morning. That is a bit more of a drive. Totally different direction. But, sounds good. Turn the steering wheel to the side. The car starts down the other side road towards the highway. Are you excited to go hiking again? Hiking? I mean, we don't have to walk the whole thing, do we? I just think it'd be nice to do it again. I suppressed the word exercise from my mind. It'd be nice to recreate our first real date. Yeah, it would. Silence watch over the cars. We both reminisce about our visit a year ago. Seems like so long ago now, even though it'd only been a year. As I slow to a crawl, a silver SUV cutting me off, Olivia begins tapping my arm furiously. Inco, look. She points something out my window, and I shift my gaze to follow. To our left lies our old high school, St. Hammond. Huh, wow, didn't even recognize where we were. Can we stop and visit? It's Saturday. Might still be open. There's clubs on Saturday. There are some cars in the parking lot. However, Olivia seems adamant about wanting to check out something about the school, even after everything that happened last year. A part of me hopes that she finally finds a missing resolve. Let's give it a shot, then. I engage in some questionably illegal driving maneuvers to get us into the left lane, taking us right to the school's parking lot. The place is still pretty empty, so we park real close to the front entrance. Although we get prime parking anyway, just the fancy sticker I got. All because he's a student. I quickly look around for a place to park, pulling to the side of the road and turning the vehicle off. I step out of the vehicle and make for the trunk to get Olivia's wheelchair. It doesn't take long before we take a short walk up the path. I mentioned like clothing changes, but like Olivia's dressed and everything, I guess. The murals as beautiful as ever, looming over us like a secret guardian of the school. There's lights on inside. Olivia hesitates, hovering her hand just above the door handle. She pushes in. The air-conditioned breeze is let out, along with a very familiar scent of the facility. Inside it looks just how we left it. Is it really okay for us to just be here? She glances around nervously and shrugs. I don't know why we wouldn't. Normally, students are supposed to call ahead or wait for a reunion. Olivia jumps. Mrs. Scaler. Hello, you two. What brings you back to St. Hammond? Did you forget something? Well, it's spring break, and we just wanted to take the day off to just go around. I see, Inco. Are you on break too, Olivia? Her silver eyes are cast downward for a Scaler knows. You're being rude. Olivia? I'm on break too, Miss Scaler. The older woman's gaze shifts between Olivia and I. I see. Well then. With a sigh, she turns out heading down the hall. You two will need visitor passes then. Olivia doesn't budge. Olivia? I don't think she heard me. Taking Olivia's handlebars, I move to catch up with Mrs. Scaler. Everything looks just how I remember it. I mean, it's been a year! The principal smiles wryly. It's only been a year, Inco. Give it some time, at least. What do you mean? We turn and enter the hallway that's permanently ingrained in my memories. The gala. The district is currently looking over a proposal we submitted. Hopefully, St. Hammond will have a brand new wing in the coming years. Oh, for more classrooms, then. Something like that. The administration felt that we should have a dedicated area for the extracurricular classes. Well, it was always focused on the arts, if so that means an art wing. She nods and enters her office. The moment you come back with a clipboard and some very large name tapes. Just sign this. Don't disturb any of the clubs today. And there's only for now, just sign this. Don't worry about disturbing any clubs today. There's only the tabletop game club in the library. Really? Why is everything that's going on in this game tying back to Goodbye Volcano High? Inco, you do know that tabletop games have taken off in general in the last few years, you fucking moron. Well, sure, I guess. I fill out the sheet for both Olivia and I, and hand the clipboard back. Before Mrs. Scalo turns her off, she kneels before Olivia. And Miss Halford. A voice passes Olivia, and she tilts her head back to look at the principal. Yes. I hope this break will help with whatever's on your mind. You may not be an official alumni, but you are still a former student of St. Ham. For since freshman. She's been it the whole time. Before Olivia can respond, Mrs. Scalo stands upright and re-enters her office. So, what now? LNL will I really do feel sad that LNL was mishandled the way that it was. It was... My opinions about Volcano High do not apply. Except for the fact that this game suffers a lot of its shortcomings and failings in a funny way. Olivia glances down the hall to her left and right. Right down to the fact that, in a way, it was corporate meddling. Apparently this was going to be a small mod project off to the side, and then the big company came in and tried to save it. It's exactly the fucking same. I want to visit my old spot. At Yatakan's class. She lets go of my wrist with a tail and starts moving herself along. I follow closely behind, remaining silent so I don't break her focus. It's clear there's a lot of emotions whirling through her. She looks up the staircase and then continues to the elevator around the corner. Oh, I didn't think this far ahead. We don't got the key, do we? I can carry you. She reaches into her chair pocket and pulls it out. She still had it. The elevator door slides open. Then, like it always has for us. Are you allowed to keep that? Another bout of nostalgia waves over me, of all the times Olivia and I wrote it. One memory stands out, though. Both of us huddled together in fear, and, the door opens, and I breathe the fresh outside air again. I always love the open walkway up here. Olivia heads past the rooms. 231, 32, 33, 34. Olivia stares at the nameplate. Now it reads Mr. Frizzler. Excuse me, Ms. Frizzler. Isn't that lady from the Magic School Bus? She sighs. After a moment, I reach ahead and open the door for her. Inside is pretty similar. There's obviously some new decorations. The teacher's desk has a different clutter of papers on it, but it's the same classroom. She rolls inside. I watch her carefully move her chair by her old desk so she can use it. Still, should I enter? After a moment, she glances at me and pats the desk next to hers. I have been granted entry. I take my seat. When I take my seat, bits and pieces of my second day here surface in my mind. It's still here. Olivia's fingers tracing something. It's a little indent in a wooden desk. The one she uses an inkwell. How did you ever get away with doing that? Teacher was cool with it. She smiles. We both stare to the front of the classroom. It's like the two of us showed up early for the day. Any minute now, an energetic Ptero will waltz in, dramatically flapping his wings, and take us here on another learning adventure, ready to give his all to teach the values and craft of art. Olivia doesn't cry. Her fingers weakly tap at the desk, but she doesn't cry. After a while, she speaks up. You ready? Are you? She looks over with a slight smile. Yeah. I get up, push our chairs back to the original spots, leaving. I turn around for one last look. I know Olivia well. Why don't you recall the fact that you were stuck in this fucking room during a flash storm? Probably really late. Probably really is the last time. I gently shut the door behind us. At this time, you know it is. Bye, Yatakan. We ended up taking a short tour of the rest of the school, seeing the sides once more, the auditorium, the atrium, which it was really only used once. It's kind of impressive because they had art for it. The atrium and even the cafeteria. I got some of our old favorites from the vending machine on the way out. If they could have totally made that a choice that mattered and have a recall here where he points out the thing that you bought on the first day. Tiny effort, minimal, but hilarious. On the way out, we passed to the gala once more. I wonder. I stop at the trophy case. Olivia hears my footsteps and have stopped and turns. Her landscape is gone. In its place, a plaque. Well, they fucking broke that thing. You broke the painting, you dipshit. Of course they're taking it out. Olivia gently rolls up to the glass case, and I step aside for her. Jesus, she looks like she's miserable. It holds an etched stone slab and several photographs illuminated by dim yellow lights, surrounded by the award-winning works of art of all of his students. And etched into the top of the polished stone lies his name embossed in gold leaf. Mr. Trent Yatakan, from 2 and 1 million 1986 to 2 and 1 million 2023 BC. This implies that we are still before Christ. How does that make sense? Or, BC is before Common Era, right? Hold on. Yeah, because it's Anno Domini, AD, or BC. Before this takes place in the past. Jesus. But the problem with that is that this means that we are 200 million years before now, which means they have plenty of time before the asteroid hits. We're good. How they know when Jesus is born? Who fucking knows? I think it's a good joke though. It's a good joke though. Olivia clasps her hands over her mouth. Olivia, are you? She shakes her head and lets her hand drop into her lap. Inco. Olivia rolls back to the front office. There's a cat on the wall. Was that always there? Maybe Scalar was always in the way. Inside, Scalar looks up from a sheet she was filling out. Done with your sightseeing already? Though her tone is shaky, Olivia smiles and nods. Yeah. Miss Scalar, Olivia wheels over to the desk. They share a look, though I can't see what Olivia's doing from the entryway. But the principal, I see her face fall into a saddened frown. They're whispering, and Olivia's eyes are getting misty. She wipes her face and nods, taking a blank sheet from her desk and writing on it. Olivia accepts the paper. Thank you, Mrs. Scalar. Of course, and, Mrs. Scalar transforms into a small smile. There will always be here for you I'll always be here at St. Hammond if you ever wish to talk, Olivia. That goes for you as well, Inco. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Scalar. That is such a weird thing. I don't know. I don't really... Like, we haven't done anything with Scalar and Olivia. So that just... I mean, I guess they have, like, the common element of Trent, but that feels a little much beyond what I was expecting. Maybe I'm just being weird about it. What the fuck? This is not butter. Denial. I can't believe it's not butter. Anger. What? Not butter? Bargaining. Could it be butter? Depression. This is not butter. Acceptance. Unsalted margarine. Oh, these memes. I'm sad Scary Dave isn't here. Poor guy. Olivia turns and leaves the office, wheeling past me. Hey, Olivia, what's up? She doesn't respond, instead heading straight for the school's exit. I follow after her, finally catching a glimpse of her face. Her face is set with determination. I have to move ahead and hold the doors open for Olivia, who beelines straight past for a parked car. Olivia, wait up. She finally stops next to the passenger and turns to me. What's going on? Sophia isn't expecting us for another hour. Good. We have time then. Time? You want to go somewhere else? Yes, I need a... Her voice hitches, but she still forces the words out. I need to go see him. See who? She thrusts the paper toward me to read. Oh. That's a graveyard paper, isn't it? We're nearly there. It's not that far away, only a 10-minute drive. Weird that we get a funeral for this one. We got one for E1. I'll be honest, I'm still... It's missing that pizzazz for me, you know. I think that the fact that Snoot Game went harder did give it a little advantage. It did make it a little sassier. Oh! Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Oh, God damn it. Fuck you. Oh, hey, they're adding a new hero to Bloon CD6. Nice. Rosalina. Oh, I like her design. She looks pretty neat. I wonder what her deal is. After Corvus, I wonder what the fuck her deal's gonna be. Holy moly, that man was Micro Man. It's gonna be a Micro Man. It's not that far away, only a 10-minute drive. With a combination of dread and anticipation makes it feel like hours. In the seat next to me, Olivia stares the elevator key in her hand. Part of me thought she would have returned it. Maybe someday. It's not like they can't just make another for a few dollars. It's just important to her. Let's hope it doesn't rain. As we pull into the parking lot, I take a hold of her other hand. I could feel the nervous vibration through our connected palms, and yet her fingers intertwine with mine tightly. This is a solemn place. The grounds are well kept, but still creep up into the old pavement. Sorry, I'm thinking. Looking at something. Before Christ's return. Yeah, Christ probably said, hey, I'll be back in like a few 100 million years. Don't wait on me. Thanks, Raptor Jesus. You're very nice. I help Olivia get out of the car once more. The wind's picking up a little. We pass through an arching metal gate. She looks around the sea of tombstones, completely lost. Oh, wow, it's the same one. Oh, we're gonna find it here. I don't know. Let's just start. I should have asked for more details. Don't worry, we have time. We have like 50 minutes. Well, 6:40 or something, I guess. I push Olivia to the along the gravel trails, past rows and rows of graves. Or, on rare occasions, a small mausoleum. Mausoleum? Mausoleum? I don't even know. Without the plot number, we have to scan over each tombstone carefully. Olivia's breathing hitches up. There! I think it's that one! She's pointing to a small tombstone 1 row ahead. Without hesitation, I pivot and push it. Why are they all these fucking... Isn't this like how they buried like all the dead from World War II in like this fucking giant grave? Like, I'm pretty sure this isn't how standard graveyards look. They're also a little erratic in ways that... I don't know, this feels a bit hackney. Like, hold on. That phone? Hold it. Hold it! We're going to CGs for the bad ending. So, like, in the bad ending, like in A1, in A13, like, there are some other graves with flowers, and there are some slabs. It's not just this. Like, the feeling ending 3 was kind of undercut, or something happened. I don't know. It's just constantly there. I like how Inco looks. That is a really well done pose, though. And I like Olivia. I feel they should have made the shading a bit darker, though, because now it just looks a bit weird. Instead of, like, it's supposed to be. Similar to the plaque. It's a similar plaque to the one at school. Instead of engraving gold letters, it's simply carved into the stone. Olivia holds her hand out for a bit and lets it fall back into her lap. We found it. For a while, we rest in silence. What did I do with the wings? Like, those wings are a massive part of your body in terms of volume. And I imagine they fold up, but they probably make your body look weird if you're like in an open casket situation. They probably have like unique designs or something. I don't fucking know. Just looking at the inscription on it. His teachings will continue into the new generation. I'm startled when we got his. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. There's something I just realized, and I completely forgot about it. No. We gotta do the other way around. "37 years old? Fuck, he wasn't even that old. Wow. He's younger than a book on some person with cancer I recently read, so that's... They were 38, I think. I'm startled when Olivia pushes herself out of her wheelchair. She kneels before the small tombstone, and I move to kneel beside her. Olivia? I'm fine. I wanted to finally tell him, Inco. It only takes a moment to recall what she's referring to. It was nearly a year... Okay, I think Raptor Jesus died for our sins to prevent the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event 200 million years ago. Yeah. You know, that actually is a perfectly sensible way, and it would also make the meteor dodger thing actually make sense. Also, nearly a year ago, it's March. You wanted to give the speech in December, so unless she finished it after March, like... The night that invades my dreams from time to time. I nod, laying a hand on her shoulder in solidarity. It's all right, Olivia. She looks at me with smiles, a very fragile smile, and then it begins. I honestly I never like this, all right? I hate the line, smiles a smile. I don't care what you do with it. I don't care what you do with it. I hate smiles a smile. It is the worst. It's just one of those things I personally have a distaste for. It's just that I don't like the verb form of smiling a smile. You smile, you have a smile, but you cannot smile a smile. It just feels so fucking stupid. It's like you wanted to have your cake and eat it too. That's what it feels like. It's like, I want to sound fancy with my language, but I'm not. Like, at least use a cool adjective instead of very fragile. Like, a very glass-like. Maybe you can find a cool one for that. Or obsidian. Obsidian is dark and fragile. I don't know if most people would get it, but it's neat. Like, at least go the whole mile. Mistake. But now I gotta get serious mode. Please hold. Mr. Yadakan, you were a lot of things to me for me. You taught me so much. Everything I know when it came to art. You tried to teach me about myself. Show me a way to live my life that was better than how I was back then. It used to grate on me when you would lecture me about my feelings. But, I know you did it because you gave a damn. You gave a damn. About me. About everyone around you. Even when I was being stupid and trying to hide away from everything, you came into my life and showed that the world wasn't as bad as I saw it. Olivia's eyes turn to me, and I can see the tears flowing freely down her cheeks over a shaky smile. You were right about him too, Mr. Yadakan. What's that sound? I'm grateful to have had you as a mentor. I promise, from now on, to you and to everyone, that I'll live my life unshackled by doubt and fear, like you always taught me to. Thank you, Mr. Yadakan. Olivia sits back. I hate to think of how all that was weighing on her all this time. But it's gone now. And thank you, Inco. I know it's been hard, and you've done so much for me. I promise I'll get better. I promise I'll be someone worth it all. I shut my eyes and move in to hug Olivia. Thank you so much for giving me the time. I love you. I love you too, Olivia. I'll get better. That is a good ending. Compared to ending 3 in Snoot Game, which was blah, even in hindsight. I have to be honest. I'm sorry to say this. I don't know if ending 4 can punch up to this one. I can't see ending 4 being as good as this, though. Nutbuster. It's Buster O'Nuts Anon. Hey, it's Guts. How you doing, buddy? Man, they really wanted to get this house down, huh? You know you can just find, like, software for that, right? Oh, it's the fucking... Oh, I love that one. Multi-Anon. Dystopian Anon. Oh, hey, it's her. Again, there's art of her that can be used for, like, the normal puppets, but... And me! Oh, boy. It's so sweet. Trust me, it will. Will it, though? Like, the emotional core of the story feels way too addressed in this. Ending 4 will be saccharine is the problem. Like, ending 4 in Snoot Game was fine. And actually worked because it was the emotional core of the story. I don't know how... I mean, you could have Olivia come back earlier, I guess. But, like... I don't know. I might just end up agreeing with this guy that, like, ending 3 is the one that really grasps the game by the collar. And ending 4 will just end up being the ending that... It's just like, why even do it? We'll see. We'll see next time. Yeah, my concern is just that E4 will feel saccharine in comparison. Like, it's just too sweet. It tries to be too optimistic. When the story is inherently about something that is kind of tragic and life-destroying. Like, I've lost people in my life. And, I don't know, having an ending that's... Like, again, having her finish school and all that stuff, I can see that working, but the endings are very far apart from one another, right? There's a distance. In ending 2... Olivia's still doing the art gallery stuff. She's still trying to be an artist. Ending 3, she's a streamer, and it's Inco who goes to school instead of working a job to support them. In ending 1, she's, you know... Like... I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm legitimately worried. If I was playing Snook Game, I think I would play the first 2 endings and I'd be like, ending 4 is going to be like marginally better and I'm going to be like a little bit okay with it, but I'm worried. Also, ending 4 is probably going to be a butt fuck ton longer because it's ending 4 and it's the one where all the budget went. There's also the epilogue. Anyway, I'm done. We don't have anything to catch up on because Scary Dave isn't here to provide us with anything, and he already sent us the links yesterday, so, yeah. We're almost done with Wani Gator, and, I don't know where that leaves us. I don't know where that will leave us. I just don't know. To be fair, Snook Game Ending 3 really feels like it's trying to punch. It's trying to punch down a lot. It's a little too wish fulfillment in a weird way. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. Yeah, 50 more kilobytes. Yeah, oh god. I'm taking a look at the files, as in I'm going to the bottom. 4,000 lines for chapter 18, compared to like the 2.5-ish. This one's shorter, though. Even though it's bigger, I guess it does more stuff. Well, lines aren't everything. Yeah, there are SG mods, and there's some fics I'm gonna read, but, like... I don't know where I am, personally, though. I'm curious. But, I'm also worried, so, yep. Yep. I'm gonna play this game on my own terms, and get the ending 4 save set up that way. Because I don't think anything will really change in between the two. Like, if anything changes, that's your loss. Go play the game yourself, you buddy. Yeah, I know about... hold on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And then we'll talk about it a little bit more, because I really need to go again. All I'm doing here is sitting and drinking water. What do you think's gonna happen? Also, bye people who are watching the video!